Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Live Now, where Filippo and I discuss cars that are currently live on Cars and Bids. Welcome back, Filippo. You were gone last week.
It's nice to be back. I don't know what happened while I was gone.
You know, neither do I, because Nick was here and insanity ensued. But nonetheless, we're going to be focusing on cool cars that are live on Cars and Bids, the usual thing that you and I do.
My favorite thing.
Now, a couple weeks ago, we focused on only German cars. This week, we're focused on only Japanese cars. I'm picking nations. There are only a handful that really produce cars when you think about it.
Only a handful of nations that produce cars, everybody.
Japan is the next one. We did America before as well, so it's time to talk about Japanese cars. So we're each picking 3 cars, and as usual, you picked 4.
Yep.
We're going to discuss Japanese cars. We're going to jump right in with one of my favorite little Japanese cars. So when I think about Japanese cars, particularly JDM cars, Japanese domestic market cars, I think of small, high revving, lots of fun to drive, lots of character, very nicely made.
Yep.
The Autozam AZ1 is one of those cars that comes to mind, and this is an M2 version. So these are even more desirable.
That is the very desirable one, yeah.
It's the very desirable little car. So the AZ1, our friend Kevin had one of these, and they were built kind of in conjunction with Mazda, and it is like again, took kind of advantage of the K and Suzuki, and took advantage of the K car design. So it's really tiny little engine, but it's really, really high, remarkably small. You can genuinely put it in the bed of a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And I have always loved these cars. Kevin let me drive his, and I had a great time driving it. His was just a normal one.
Yeah.
But they only built 50 of these cars. And granted, they only make 63 horsepower.
Who cares?
Which is not a lot.
It's a small turbocharged engine in an incredibly small car.
Really special. Got a very unique body kit and a couple other really special touches. But I just think that the Autozam is like the quintessential, what I'm looking for from a JDM car. It's hilarious. It's got gold wing doors, and they are really fun to drive. Like the Mazda shifter that's in it is so tight and precise. So it'd be this hand, not the other one. But it's a great. It's everything I'm looking for from like a JDM experience, and this one seems especially nice.
The K car was all about. There were a bunch of Japanese regulations around cars. The K cars were heavily, fundamentally incentivized by the government by not taxing them. Right, other cars were taxed much more heavily. They need to be shorter than a certain length. The engine needed to be under 660 cc, which is why they're all 657-ish. Or it needs to be whatever, something in that ballpark. And most of them were just as practical and boxy as possible in that size. You see K-vans where the engines underneath the front seats, they're like really maximized for space.
But a handful.
The Autozam is one of the few that was maximized for like fun. And being a sports car, and that's really cool.
Yep. This, the Beat, Cappuccino, all of them, I think, and I guess the Toyota Miura as well. Of all of them, for me, the AZ1 is the king, and I think the market does agree with that 100%. Largely. But it's just cool and tiny and fun, and I just think they're the best.
We, by the way, have set market records on Autozams multiple times. The one that like Kevin set the record at the time. It then sold again and set another record. We had another one that sold that I think then set the record. They're increasingly desirable. They're by far the most desirable of the K sports car. The Honda Beat is way less desirable. The Cappuccino is way less desirable. This is truly like the most desirable of those.
I thought we did more than one M2, but I guess we did only the one. But still, they're just so cool.
They're very cool.
So that one coming across the block this week absolutely had to make my list. Absolutely love that. Let's dive in with some of your cars.
Sure.
So let's start kind of on the older end of things.
Well,
let's start with the City.
Trend. Okay, this is a City Turbo.
Yeah.
The City was a Honda practical, small, city-focused little hatchback. It was not as small as the K car. It's a little bit bigger. It doesn't meet those regulations. But it was intended to be practical and for use in where do you think it's for use in? Countryside? No.
I'm guessing it's the city.
Yeah. But then Honda went and made it sporty. They put a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine in it. They added this like wild 80s body kit and graphics. And the end result is that it's a 108 horsepower, 1.2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 5-speed manual, just really cool little hatchback. And Honda also makes this thing called the Moto Compacto, which is like a little motorcycle. And the seller is including a matching Moto Compacto in this sale. Famously, it fit in the trunk of it. That was like the premise. You could use it, put it in the trunk, and it's so cool.
That is so cool. That's enough reason to bid on it right there.
Yeah, period. It's just like it's incredibly cool looking. The motor compactor just puts it up an extra notch. It is just all so cool. It's like a real like suitcase you roll on.
Yep, this is like if you wanted to buy the Radwood package, just like things that you take to Radwood, all you're missing is an outfit, you're done.
Yep.
You showed up with a motor compacto and a City Turbo 2.
Yep.
I'd vote for you to win.
Yep.
Win Best in Show.
You would. You truly would. And this car is going to go to somebody who will bring it to Radwood and win.
Absolutely. If it hasn't, if that hasn't happened already.
Also, this has got to be kind of fun.
I would think so.
It's like it's enough power in a package that's really small and very light and like turbocharge an 80s turbocharger, so you know it's not
just
like it's gonna build and then all of a sudden you accelerate.
Nothing, everything all at once.
And it sounds so fun.
Yep, I don't disagree. Actually, the thing about the Autozam is like it's so tiny and it's terrifying to use. I don't think that this is much better.
I don't think it's much less terrifying.
Maybe you feel a little bit safer in it. I'm not sure.
It's a cool hot hatch, and I love that.
Yep.
And like it looks just like a little bit too wider than it should be.
Yep, license plate Bulldog is like really apt. That's very accurate. Okay, so moving forward a decade, sticking in my decade, the 1990s, the other car I chose, this is a U.S. market car, but it's this NA Miata.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yep, I love the NA Miata. We had that exceptional base, mint, very low mileage one-owner car in before.
Yep.
This one has had, I think it's a couple owners, but still 40-ish thousand miles.
That's
but
really
just
low
like
mile for an NA.
Stock, which is and
has the daisy wheels.
Daisy wheels, and has the hard top still. I have to say, like, as somebody who likes, admittedly, the kind of cars I like are not Japanese in ethos at all. They are big, maximal, like huge engine, kind of American stuff, and like Italian cars.
Yeah.
But driving around in an NA Miata, I was reminded of like just the true purity and essence of driving, and I loved it. It's just so nice. Honest and like and fun and cute, and like I loved it. If you have no ego at all, you check it at the door. The NA Miata delivers every single time. It's just one of the best. It's one of the best all-around drivers cars ever made. Period.
Yep. Done.
And so I think for me, I suspect at some point I will own an ultra clean one at some stage.
You should.
It's like a third car.
I had an NB and enjoyed it. The NA I think is even more special.
Yep.
Love it.
Go up and down.
Let's go up and down.
But love that. So what else did you pick?
Let's go to the 2021 Honda Civic Type R. So taking the NA, taking the Japanese sports car, now we're going to like the ultimate one.
This is like its older brother that bullies it.
Yep.
Its bigger brother that bullies it and steals its lunch money.
I love the Civic Type R. I think that it looks really great in Phoenix yellow. This one's 10,000 miles, has a bunch of modifications that seem like legitimately quite desirable modifications. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because what I really want to talk about is a 2002 Acura 3.5 R.
Well, hold on a second. Before we move on,
I had to talk about a sports car for a second.
You think this is a great-looking car? I think it's the most overstyled car of the
I didn't say it was a great-looking car. I said it looks great in Phoenix yellow.
Looks great in Phoenix yellow, gotcha.
Because it does. It is not a beautiful car, but I have never minded it. Is it overstyled? Sure, but that kind of fits with the vibe of the car.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
This is a car that's like a little bit like maximalist. It's like a little bit too much of everything. It's like a little bit too much of every design cue, but it as a result works.
I thought over time that because this car, I mean, I guess it's not that old of a car, but I thought over time we'd get used to it. It still is like shocking to me. It's
it works because that's what this car is. It's like a little boy racery. It's like a little bit too much. It's a little bit over the top. Phoenix yellow works as a result of that.
Yes.
But I don't hate how it looks.
But Phoenix yellow with a red interior, you like ketchup and mustard? You're cool with that?
I actually don't like either that much, so therefore it's fine. All right.
We're going
to talk about the exact opposite of this car, which is the 2002 Acura 3.5 RL.
Yep.
Literal opposite of that car. This is a shoreline mist, a.k.a. gray, I guess, over tan.
It's pewter, I think.
Yeah, maybe. But, okay.
Over tan.
So, Acura.
I'm familiar with the brand. Acura, as some of us say.
Acura, some of us say. This was, in my mind, one of the cars, one of several, that made Acura a real brand. This generation RL came out in 1996. There was a refresh in 2002 and then died in 05 and 04. 04 was the last year. It was like their large luxury sedan. This one is 29,700 miles. This has to be the singularly nicest RL left on the market. Period.
Likely.
And probably the transmission is still fine. Probably.
Maybe.
They weren't famously great. But look at, the exterior looks mint.
It does look really
This
nice.
is what this car looked like new. This seems like an incredibly well-kept one.
I'm used to seeing
one owner
like,
until last year.
I'm used to seeing this bump, like this piece
Yep.
ripped off and cracked and missing
Yep.
a fog light.
One owner until 2025. It's unmodified, incredibly low miles.
Yeah.
3.5 liter V6, which was in every Honda product by this point, post refresh. 225 horsepower, 231 pound-feet of torque is enough for this car. It's not sporty, but like it's enough. It'll move you forward. And the interior is just like also looks fairly pristine. And like in that like Acura wasn't quite sure what it was. This is not a sports car. The TL that came after
Yep,
was kind of
definitely.
a sports car. The RL that came after it also tried to be with the super handling all-wheel drive. This did not try to do that at all. This is like a Buick Lincoln luxury car, but made by an actually good manufacturer.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I do like, I've said it many
Sorry,
times.
Lincoln and Cadillac.
Yeah, well, Lincoln deep in my heart. But I love seeing survivor examples of cars. I also love this era of when manufacturers are trying to figure out what they were doing.
Yeah,
Because
they didn't
Lexus
know.
had established themselves before with the LS400, and it was interesting to see other manufacturers be like, we need to do something like that too, and to see how Honda approached it with this car. I haven't seen, I'm trying to remember the last time I saw one of these.
You see them around because they
survive.
they survive, but you never see a nice one.
It's been a while since I've seen
This
it.
is a
Good
nice one. This
RL.
is just what a 90s nice Japanese car looked like. Like this could be anything.
But again,
I know what it is, but it could be anything. But this is just like, it's going to be comfortable. It's going to be quiet. The leather is going to be not that nice, but nice. You know what I mean?
right. The contrast
The
between
materials are going to
be
be nice plastics with some like wood veneer. It's all going to be really nice, but not too nice.
but not too nice.
But like nice.
Yeah.
But not
and
too
you in
nice.
that jacket, you'd look right in. You'd blend right into that car. It's just perfect.
I want this car. Yeah.
That's no reserve. You can bid on this one too.
I don't want it that much, but I kind of do. 30,000 miles is by far the nicest one of these I've seen.
Yep.
Period.
All right. My next choice, I picked
Yeah.
something from the Honda stable as well.
Yeah.
This is a car I'm genuinely considering. Not the specific one, but I do
Oh.
want an S2000. This is an AP2, finished in
Yep.
Suzuka blue, which I love with a blue interior. So just blue on blue.
Blue.
An aggressive color combination, but I think it works. The S2000 again, it's a de facto choice for enthusiasts just because of how they're just so good.
They're so
and this
good.
one again, it's also relatively easy to find these with kind of low-ish miles. Like we sell ones all the time in the 40,000 mile range. This one has 2 owners, and I believe one modification. That's
all
its
right.
wheels, but other than that,
But like it said, the wheels are 17-inch wheels from a later model S2000. 07 was the last. 08, I guess was the last year. Can't be that much later.
Can't
so
be
like,
that- yeah.
the styling didn't change, so these still give the OEM feel because they are
right.
OEM wheels.
And then so true. For me, the argument is always AP1 or AP2.
AP2.
I like them both. I mean, you like revs. You're not a revs guy, and I guess they're mine technically. So the AP2 would be perfect
also,
for me.
I know it doesn't have the revs of the AP1. It would change to a 2.2 liter. It still revs to 8,000.
Yeah, it's still very hot.
It's still, or something thereabouts. It's still quite revvy by comparison to any other engine.
It'd still be the second highest revving engine I've ever owned.
Wow.
My 355 being the highest.
But even an AP1 would be the second highest.
8250 is the red line on the 355, I believe. But you can look it up. Nonetheless, I love these cars. Every time a nice
You're
one
right.
comes across,
9,000 on AP1.
yeah.
But
Every time one of these comes across the block, I do look at every S2000 listing because I really like these cars and I'm genuinely considering one. I think it's a car I would have for a very short period of time, but I think that it would be just, I want to, again, as someone who likes big engines, I think it would be nice to experience kind of the opposite and feel like perfectly balanced. And that shifter is like shaking hands with an old friend. It's
Yep.
so good.
Yep.
One of the best ever put in any road car ever. So
Yep.
this one is very high on my list. Now, your last car is
by
not
the
a
way,
Honda.
Great seller on this car. Shout out to Andrew.
Yep. Oh, Andrew's the man.
It's like great car from a very strong seller.
Yes, definitely.
All right, I went a different vibe from my last one.
Okay.
You know, I had the small, sporty, like visceral, but not that fast experience. I had the luxury experience, but I think I also want to go off road. The Civic Type R I'm ignoring, but that's also like the fast performance experience.
Right. As usual, Filippo glosses over the performance car and focuses on the other stuff.
All right, but go to this. This is a really nice 80 series.
Yeah, this one looks great.
I'm so sorry. 60 series, what I meant to say there. Land Cruiser.
Oh, good.
1984 Land Cruiser, 4-speed manual, as most of the 60 series were.
Mm-hmm.
4-wheel drive, 4.2 liter straight six. It is just the Land Cruiser in my mind still, period. And this one looks like a really nice one. Copper metallic is the right color for a 60 Series Land Cruiser. This is 100,000 miles, which by Land Cruiser standards is zero, especially by 60 Series Land Cruiser standards. And like a little bit of a lift kit, which looks great. The ARB bumper, which looks great. The roof rack, which looks great. This just looks so good.
Yeah, the TAs, like, yeah, everything. This truck looks
just looks
very
good.
nice.
Period.
But that's really what that's the Land Cruiser, your de facto Land Cruiser? That's what you think of when you think Land Cruiser?
It's a good question. Yeah.
Really?
It's a Land Cruiser
More than the 80 series?
It's a Land Cruiser I want when I think Land Cruiser.
I picture it as a 100 series, man.
I mean, the 100 series is nice. I like the 100 series, but this is the one that I like. When I wanted a 60 series for a long time. The second car to ever sell on Cars and Bids was a 60 series. I actually think it was in 1984. Was the second car ever. It was by somebody that I know well.
That was the second car to actually transact on the site?
1984 Toyota Land Cruiser is indeed what it is.
I remember the car.
Blue.
Yeah, I remember writing this one.
It ended on the 16th, so the second day of auction bidding on Cars and Bids. Maybe not the second.
I don't think it was the second car.
Fine, the first 5. I may have bid. I definitely considered bidding on this car.
Did you bid?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look.
I did. I bid $500.
That's the Filippo we know about.
I wanted it though. I obviously didn't bid more. But for some reason, that solidified for me. Yes, 60 Series Land Cruiser. This one that we've been talking about here looks nicer by far, and I love the modifications to make it look a little bit more off-roady. It just looks so good.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with. I don't think I'm quite tough enough to have a 60 series. I'm more of an 80 or 100 guy myself. But I do love these trucks, and I do think them like built nicely, look great.
Manual, the last manual Land Cruiser in the U.S.
Well, good point. Globally speaking, I'm a 70 series guy. Love the 70.
Well, do we live
hundreds
globally? No.
Well, they're around now. You can bring them in.
The last U.S. Land Cruiser with a manual was the 60 series, and this has it.
Damn. Good choice, Filippo.
Thank you. I will win.
Good choices all around, I have to say.
Do we still compete? Is that a thing we do?
I don't know. I'm tired of competing, and
we could just be friends.
Also, but
I'll accept. My dream set of these is the Autozam, the City Turbo, the RL, and the Land Cruiser. I want that.
Wow, just that. Imagine
those 4 cars. That's all I need.
I would, out of all of these, I think the one I want the most is probably this Miata. I just, it's perfect at everything. It is always the answer.
You know what? The Autozam is too sporty for me. All I want is the City Turbo 2, the Moto Compacto, the RL, and this Land Cruiser. So maybe it's just the 3 cars I chose.
Maybe it just is the 3 cars you chose. But you can tell us on the community post, which will be linked down below, whose you liked more, who resonated more with you. We're not competing to win. However, last week Nick was here, and I beat him. But that's not the point. We're not competing. We're all friends here who just love cars. So comment on the community page. Let us know what kind of garage you want Filippo and I to build next week, and we will talk to you then.
Goodbye.
That's my line.
We can compete on that.